On this episode of Fixing Things, we're going to change the fuel filter on this truck. Not the ones that we've been putting on it, but the original fuel filters that come on these trucks. One of the most overlooked items in older vehicles is the fuel filter. And the fuel filter were screwed right onto the fuel pump. And a lot of guys, they'll just put a one that they put in by the carburetor, or they'll put one by the tank, or one before the fuel pump, and they never replace the one that is on the fuel pump itself. On this episode, I'm going to show you how it's done. Because these old cars and old trucks, you can learn a few things. They used to do things right back in the day. All right, so on these old vehicles, like my 73 Pinto, my 73 F600, a lot of guys with the Lincolns and all these things, all these old cars, the 70s and the 60s, they used the fuel filter like this. It was a screw-on fuel filter, similar to an oil filter, except it had a cartridge that you slid up into it. And then you also replaced the gasket. Now, in my opening statement, I said they did it better. Well, I'll tell you why they did it better. You get a ton more surface area on these old filters than you do with these new ones you put in line. Now, the ones you put in line, they'll last 2 or 3 years probably, or maybe even longer than that if you put nice clean gas. But they're better than the old ones, than the new ones. Better than the new ones. The thing is, a lot of people don't put them on because they're hard to get off, because they take a special wrench. So this is an oil filter wrench. And this is the wrench you put it on with. So it goes really small, where this one does not. Phew, I got sweat in my eye. There's sweat in your eye. So let's go down there and see if we can get that filter off. Now, it's got gas in it. So when you're doing these things, gas is going to come out. So you got to be aware. We're going to look at that too, because this old tank, that's a brand new filter, brand new pump. And it's all plugged up because of the trash that was in the old tank. But now we got a new tank on it, which you can go back and see what we did to do that. So let's see if we can get that filter off. They are pretty hard sometimes. Let's see how hard it is. All right, so this is the oil filter, and right next to it, I mean tight, right there is the fuel filter. And when you're taking it off, you don't want to get your face right underneath it, because gasoline is going to come out. All right, where's my wrench? Lefty loosey, righty tighty on these. Finding a good position to Of course, I've got my face right underneath it. All right, it's turning. Okay, gas is coming out. Gas is coming out. Moving out of the way. Let's take the wrench off. That wasn't that bad. I got a radiator leak. I got a slow drip. All right, don't take the oil filter off. Ooh, gasoline. Anybody got a match? It's getting all over my lay it down device. I guess I gotta get something to... Let me screw it back up. All right, let me get something to catch all the fuel. All right, I'm back. You'd think it would stop. I wonder if it's trying to drain my fuel tank. Gas smells good. All right. How many gallons leaked out? All right, so I coated the gasket with axle grease. Whew. All right. Oh no, it's leaking. Crap. All right, clamp the hose off inside the tank. Oh, why ain't this thing getting tight? Where'd my gasket go? All right. I think it's on there. I'm gonna go release the clamp. See if it leaks. All right, I guess I gotta start it. Let me get all this gas out of here. Don't want that to catch fire. It's working. It's pumping a lot more fuel than it was pumping. I don't see no leaks. Must have did it right. All right, let's see. So now we got good flow on this intermediate filter. It was, I had to put a clamp on it right here to stop the fuel. Woo, got some gas going through there now. She's cold-natured. Main thing is it leaking fuel? And we're gonna examine that old fuel filter, see what it looked like. All right, let's get back underneath here again. No fuel leaks. We got the fuel filter done. Ugh. It's coming out clean. Here's the filter. All right, so here's the filter, and it was nasty. When I cleaned out the inside of the canister, it was nasty too. The only thing that took it away was a brake clean. I would say that's a success. What do you think? These old fuel filters, that's why no one wants to change these things. For one, the gasket stretches when you take them on and off. That's why I put grease on it. When the old one came off, it wouldn't go back onto the same thing. I was going to try to see if it would fit, but it wouldn't. The new one fitted, but when I put it back up there, it came off, popped inside the thing. I had to take it back off and put it back on again. But we got it the second time around. in all older cars, people will put these inline filters on and not change the filter that goes on the bottom of the thing. And these mechanical fuel pumps only pump up to like 4 to 5, maybe 7 pounds at the max. And then there's a little pop-off valve that's built inside it. That way it won't build up any more pressure than that. So you have to, if the filter gets plugged up, it's not going to suck the gas from your tank. It's just not. It has to have, it's designed that the little seat on your carburetor will shut the pump off. It'll bypass it. So I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. He gives me strength. He gives me knowledge. He gives me wisdom. You can do these things too. It's not that bad. It's not. It was a mess. It's a good thing I had something to put the old gas in. If I would have clipped the line down there close to the pump, half my problem would have stopped. But my lines down there are not very long, and I didn't want to clip it there, so I clipped it back up here at the tank. So just took a little clamp and didn't pinch it super tight, just enough to shut the flow off. God bless each and every one of you. See you on the next Fixing Things with Pastor Bill. Hey, like and subscribe. I probably got an hour on this video. But I'm going to try to get it down to about 5 to 10 minutes, maybe 15 at the max. God bless you.